Welcome back to Life on the Calf of Man, a remote island in the Irish Sea where I live and work as a warden. I have been enjoying the autumnal days with slightly later sunrises, waking with the sun and watching the sun go down. The moon has been so big and bright recently. Bird ringing continues every morning when the weather allows. 6 a.m, the mist nets are opened. These are fine mesh nets that the birds fly into. We can then quickly and safely extract them, ring them, and take important biometric data before releasing them. This is the Withy Hide, one of the ringing sites on the island. Autumn migration has picked up, thankfully, with species like goldcrests, lots of robins, chaffinches, blackcaps, and thrushes passing through.
Today we are draining the mill pond because we're going to have repairs to the sluice because we have a leak in our wall. The level is quite low at the moment, so you can't see the leak, but we're going to drain it ready for next week's repairs. So I'll take out the first board. Oh, I'm gonna get a wet face. How do I do the last one?
The long-term aim is to create more open water on the mill pond for wildlife. As you can see, it is heavily dominated by one species, horsetail, a native but invasive species that spreads rapidly. We know the military came to do some repairs back in the 90s, and here is the inscription. 30 years on and it's time for more repair work. First job was to clear the area immediately around the bank so we could get in and work. This is Rob Jones, the contractor for the job, who custom built the new sluice gate. With his stone cutter, he created a slot for the frame, which was then chiselled out. We then mortared the frame in place before adding the new boards. The sluice is designed to open and close to enable us to control water levels in the pond more easily. We greased all the nuts and bolts with dripping, delicious, pointed the base to make it watertight, rendered the sides, and added an overflow pipe. Then onto the sandbags. We created a dry mix with postcrete, sand, and gravel. Hessian sacks were used as they are more environmentally friendly. And this was the setup. Teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you to Daisy and Duncan for their help. We filled 100 sandbags. So the bags go in flexible with the dry mix and then harden over time with moisture content, with the aim of strengthening the bank and preventing any further leaks. It was then time to close the gates to allow the water level to rise again. Thank you to Rob for his design and hard work, and here it is in situ, looking very smart indeed.
So today we're going to cut Mike's
No, we're not cutting Mike's eyebrows.
and we're doing the hair because he doesn't like it when it's this long. It's very hot, isn't it? And
It's too hot.
you look a bit scruffy.
Yeah.
Look at the eyebrows. The hair's a lot. Yeah.
We have a number of boardwalks that run along the net rides for bird ringing, as the ground can get quite boggy, as you can see. This was the priority area for a new section of boardwalk. After successfully building our rails, I then suffered a little accident.
And then got up and I heard a huge rip. I've just ripped my only pair of work trousers right on the bottom.
Onto the planks. Now, I am not one to use power tools. I usually let Mike, the elder and more experienced estate warden, to take control here, but I did have a go before quickly passing the reins, or the saw in this case, back to Mike. And here I am, very fashionably styling out the new catwalk. This is one of the stores down at South Harbour. It's textured render, so it's really horrible and lumpy, and which Muppets decided it could do with a paint? Painting, I hear you say, it can't be that hard. Wrong, this was really hard going.
Look at the state. You see yourself?
I don't look that bad.
Oh, that was a boring job, and our arms are so achy. One wall down, 3 more to go.
Time to build a gate out of a scrap pallet. I sanded, undercoated, and painted it. Finally, we have finished this project. So we did the steps quite a while ago. We've been waiting on gate hinges. We made the gate out of the pallet, as you've seen. The hinges have arrived, and now we've got a gate. Making something from nothing. Very easy and satisfying.
So today we're going to attempt to take the aerial down. I say we, I'm actually sitting this one out. I'm letting Mike and Rob do this job. So the aerial is above the observatory. It's basically redundant. One of the tethers at the top has actually snapped. So in the strong winds and storms that we have, it gets blown, like it gets hit really badly. Really not safe at the minute. So the aim is just to sort of loosen the bolts all the way up so that it sort of slips down into the sort of trench below. That's the aim, so let's hope it goes smoothly.
There's only about a foot. Hang on, I just need to adjust my arms up.
It's coming down.
Got on a cable, hang on, that's it, clear.
Woohoo! It's down. Good job. There it is.
The observatory is quite busy at the moment, with bird and seal volunteers working hard. We went for our first group swim, and here is what the drone filmed. I think we look like little water boatmen floating around in the water. The last week has been beautiful. September sun. I really didn't expect to see the sun much after the season we have had. I have been trying to soak it up as much as possible. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.